In a guided meditation session, it's best to begin by slowly easing yourself into a comfortable position, preferably one that will allow your body to rest effortlessly for an extended period of time, which in turn can help your mind start to slow down as well. So you can take a moment to stretch your limbs, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths, which can help you pleasantly experience the many different changes that can occur during an experience like this. Changes that can happen gradually within your mind, like the formation of new ideas, as your subconscious mind develops a new way of looking at things. Even changes happening within your body, like the stress in your arms and legs slowly starting to evaporate. And it may benefit you to know that as the body slowly enters more of a relaxed state, some people experience their bodies feeling heavier or lighter. Some also liken the process to a cold front moving through their body, while for others, it may feel like stepping outside on a warm day. And it can be a challenge to predict exactly what changes you're going to experience as time goes on. But you can rest assured, knowing that regardless of the forecast, you can start to feel more comfortable with your ability to deal with change. And as you continue to make any minor adjustments while getting yourself comfortable, you may notice changes within your mind and body occurring simultaneously, like how your mind can start to think about future possibilities, while at the same time, any remaining tension within your body can slowly start to dissipate, like a cold ice cube melting in the hot sun, as feelings of uneasiness begin to dissolve, flowing away from your body. A helpful reminder of how two differing events can happen concurrently in the same place at the same time. Something you're probably already familiar with if you've ever stepped outside to see the morning sun and noticed the moon still resting in the sky, or how you can be intrigued about the future, but also feel a little uncertain at the same time. And it's so natural for the mind to wander off and consider what the future might look like. What will be going on in your life a few months from now, or how a society might be different a few decades from now. Reasonable thoughts to have during times like these, with the political temperature being what it is, and the amount of messages dominating the media about possible changes on the horizon. But it's also such a common understanding that predicting future events is so hard. Whether it's predicting something complex like the stock market, or a more common prediction like forecasting the weather. which can be a formidable task, even with all of the information and technology available. Yet it's understandable to want to know what it's going to be like outside, especially if there's a temperature that makes you feel most comfortable, a climate you could picture yourself experiencing now, as if you walked outside and started to feel your skin come in contact with your favorite kind of weather. In a certain month or time of year you look forward to, because there's just something about that type of weather that makes you feel good all around. And so much you can enjoy during this time. And even when the seasons change and the weather is a bit less favorable, it's nice to know that your body makes its own changes to adapt to the changes in climate, which can serve as a useful reminder of how you are hardwired to deal with change. And even when things aren't as comfortable, you still have the phenomenal ability to adjust. And it can be easy to overlook the many times throughout your own past that you've dealt with change. And what exactly was it within you that helped you cope during those times? And might you be able to cope with big changes in the same way you deal with small changes? Because even when things feel the same, there are still subtle changes. And it's interesting how the same things can feel different over time, while change can feel familiar, as if it's always been the same, like your chest rising up and down with each breath you take might feel the same. But now that your attention is drawn to it, it starts to change and starts to feel different. And what other developments have taken place since you started to reconsider how well you can deal with change? Changes in the environment, changes in how you think about things, changes in your body can be so natural as you sink deeper into trance and think more closely about your underrated ability to adapt to future changes. And wouldn't it be otherworldly to have the luxury of traveling into the future and know at this time how things in that time will play out? You could even stop to imagine yourself hopping aboard a special kind of train that could take you into the future, one that would allow you to rest comfortably as you are now and move seamlessly through time, feeling the vibrations from the tracks underneath the seat, while you stare out the window with curiosity, hearing the rhythmic sound of the wheels as you drive through the changing landscapes, passing smoothly through the forthcoming days, which turn into months and eventually years. noticing aspects about the world that might be different. And what specific time in the future might you be most interested to see? And how do you see the future having played out during that time? If it's anything like the present, there will likely be things you like coexisting with things you don't, as the presence of nice and not as nice events happening simultaneously is such a natural part of the present and future. Like how it's possible to look out the window and see it raining and sunny at the same time, or how you can spend a day doing things you enjoy even if the climate outside isn't to your liking. And isn't it nice to know that even when you experience something you aren't looking forward to, you can still joyfully experience the things you love and appreciate, happening simultaneously, protecting you like an umbrella from any downpour of negative thoughts. So the next time you find yourself forecasting a gloomy future while feeling preoccupied with how the election might play out, can be the next time that you can easily remember how you can adapt, as you've dealt with change many, many times in the past, and you've made it through many different types of climates, weather climates, political climates, personal climates, due to your many deep-seated strengths, some of which you don't even know about, that will help you deal with any changes ahead. And the next time you find yourself ruminating over how the political landscape might look in the future, you can stop and take a few deep breaths and feel more confident and assured as your attention shifts to more meaningful aspects of your life that you do enjoy and are within your control, and remind yourself that these can continue to exist simultaneously with whatever is going on in the outside world, today, tomorrow, and the years to come. Now, as you start to bring this experience to a close, you can take all the time you need to allow the reminders of your amazing capability to handle change to make their way to the front of your mind so they can be readily available to you. And when you feel ready, you can gently start to move your arms and legs, slowly stretching out, opening your eyes, feeling confident for whatever changes lie ahead.